Welcome to Beyond Resume, where careers and analytics come alive. This is where we explore the intersection of innovation and human experience, the stories that shape leaders, and the principles that drive success in our field. I'm Kaushik, an advanced analytics and AI professional with over 20 years in the industry and a decade of leading high performing teams. Today, I am excited to have Ankita Das with us. Ankita is a business intelligence expert at TAG, and she represents the rising talent in the space of BI. What caught my attention about her was her strong expertise in visualization tools like Power BI and Tableau, and her ability to bridge the gap between academic learning and real world industry applications in data science. She is also actively contributing to analytics knowledge sharing sessions, which I think speaks volume about her commitment to growing our community. Ankita, welcome to Beyond Resume. Thanks for being here.
Kaushik, for inviting me. It's a pleasure to get a platform to share my story and experiences.
Absolutely, Ankita. I would love to hear your story. Uh, could you take me back to the beginning? Like what got you interested in business intelligence and analytics? Was it something you always knew you wanted to do, or did you discover it along the way?
So I completed my bachelor's in economics along with statistics and computer science. And as you know, economics itself involves a lot of data and charts. I was always curious about how this data could be applied to create real world impact. I loved working with numbers, charts, and graphs. But at that time, back in 2020, I was not aware of this data science field.
2020, that was quite a time to figuring out your career path.
Can't agree more. I started preparing for government jobs, but I couldn't align my interest with that path. Meanwhile, I kept exploring and eventually discovered the analytics and data science domain. That's where my journey truly began.
So you mentioned that you were preparing for government jobs, but couldn't align your interest with your path. What was the moment like when you realized that you needed to change direction? I mean, because changing direction certainly needs courage.
That preparation was so repetitive. You know, it all about interest. Suppose even if I had cracked that government job, the kind of work I wanted to do, I might not have gotten that opportunity to do there. That was the core reason I decided to change direction.
Okay. You know, Kita, when I think about the early years of anyone's career, there are always these defining moments, times when something clicks or when you hit a wall and have to figure your way through it. Like what's been one of those moments for you, a situation where you really learned something valuable about yourself or about this work?
Well, so two challenges I must highlight. The first challenge was language. My schooling was in Bengali medium, so I used to feel nervous and shy speaking English. The second one was that I had no coding background. As you know, to become a data expert, strong communication for storytelling and coding skills both are essential.
Absolutely, because I faced similar challenges early on. Those are real barriers. Language and coding both are fundamental to this work.
Exactly. I never wanted to compromise on my dreams. I started working on the areas where I was lagging. From my journey, I have learned that two things have immense power: consistency and compounding. Being consistent while learning any skill creates compounding growth over time. And that compounding eventually builds strong confidence in any field.
Consistency and compounding. I really like how you frame that.
Actually, challenges never end. Even today, I also face them at my work, but now I know how to handle them.
Yeah, so you mentioned that you still face challenges at work today, but now you know how to handle them. Like what's different now versus when you started? What changed in how you approach problems now?
So earlier I was afraid to face challenges, afraid to make mistakes. Over time, I realized that whenever I learn something new, it comes from mistakes. And resolving those mistakes boost my confidence. So that confidence led me to explore more, that ownership of my work. And now I approach every problem with a mindset of curiosity instead fear.
That's excellent. And thank you for sharing that. I'm sure that many who are starting their career and going through these challenges, these insights and direction would certainly help them. Ankita, let's now dive into something technical. Now, you work with business intelligence and visualization every day. And I'm sure that you are seeing some patterns and trends that others might miss. Like, what's something that you have been noticing lately? A shift in how we think about data visualization, or maybe a challenge that keeps coming up in the BI space?
So most people, including earlier even me, focus only on making a report look good from the front end. But the real heart of data visualization lies in the back end, which is data modeling.
No, I completely agree. I think the back end might be the less fancier, but that's where the real work happens.
Exactly. In our daily work, we use multiple data sets, and knowing how to merge those tables in the is the backbone of building any report or dashboard. Along with that, using different DAX functions help reduce time and improve accuracy. I realized the importance of this little later in my journey.
So that for someone who is, let's say, just learning Power BI or Tableau and focusing on making things look good, what advice would you give them about learning data modeling? Like where should they start?
Start by focusing on the basic, like understanding table relationships, learn how to clean and shape data, and practice building simple star schemas. When your data model is strong, your visual your visuals automatically make sense. A good dashboard always starts with a good backend.
Excellent. I can't agree more. Appreciate again that you sharing that. I'm sure will be helpful for people who might be right now focusing on creating beautiful charts. But you clearly mentioned that where the ultimate benefit lies, that's in the back end. Again, thank you for sharing that, Ankita. Uh, Now, I would like to step away from the technical side a bit and talk about what really drives you as a person. Like when you think about how you work, how you show up in this field, what matters to you? Is there a principle or a value that you try to hold into even when things get very difficult?
That's a very good question. So I follow two principles. Uh, First, I choose path that align with my interest, and second, I never do anything out of fear, no matter what the situation.
Said it pretty swiftly, but never doing anything out of fear. I must admit that that's powerful.
Yeah, and I remember during my job search, I received a few offers from MNCs for roles that didn't match my interest. The salary was quite good, but I chose to stay true to what I really wanted actually.
No, if I, take myself back when I was at your experience level or starting my career, walking away from good salary uh, to stay true to your true interest, and that's not easy, especially at that stage of your career. Like, how did you make that decision? Like, did you doubt yourself at all?
Honestly, at the beginning, I was literally confused about whether I should start my career regardless of roles or follow my interest. But I had a strong belief in myself. I believe that doing things where your interests don't match is scarier than anything. And when I followed what genuinely interested me, the path became more meaningful.
No, again, I can't agree more. I think I have seen folks who just maybe for the sake of good salary, they take a job or switch their job. That might give them an initial level of excitement, but that's not something that lasts forever. It's where our interest lies. Again, very very beautifully put, Ankita. All right, we have had a few serious conversation. Now let's do something fun. I'm going to ask you a few quick questions. Just say whatever comes to your mind, okay? No overthinking. Ready?
Okay, fine.
All right. First one, what's a skill that's not on your resume, but has been absolutely critical to your growth?
Emotional intelligence, I can handle people and situations calmly.
Great. And I must tell you that's one of the most critical skill for any leadership trait. All right. Next, is there a book, movie, or song that consistently inspires you? Something you come back to?
I read books and love listening to music, but what truly shaped my life was listening to Osho. That has been the ultimate turning point for me.
Great, great. Third, what's one thing that you wish more people truly understood about business intelligence or data visualization?
So most people think BI and data visualization are about making charts, but it's about revealing insights that drive decisions. A beautiful dashboard means nothing if it doesn't solve a real business problem.
Again, excellent point, Ankita. The last one, you are based in Calcutta, but work virtually and occasionally visit Chennai. How has remote work shaped your approach towards collaboration and building relationships in this field?
So the remote work has taught me to communicate clearly, stay proactive, and build trust through consistency rather than presence. I can say.
Great. No, again, I completely agree. Ankit, I have really enjoyed this conversation. Before we close, I have one last question for you. If there is someone listening right now who is either just starting in BI or maybe struggling to find their footing, what would you want them to know? Like, what's one thing you tell them based on your own experience?
So be clear about what you are doing, why you are doing this. Be clear about why you are doing this. That clarity gives you a sense of purpose. It makes you more fearless and courageous to explore this field every day.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Ankita. This was exactly what I hoped for: honest, insightful, and full of wisdom that people can actually use.
Absolutely, Kaushik. It was great conversation with you as well. And thanks again for inviting me to your channel and giving me a platform to share my journey.
Thank you so much. And to everyone listening, thank you for joining us on Beyond Resume. Next time, we'll be diving into another fascinating conversation with a leader who is shaping the future of analytics and AI. Until then, keep learning, keep connecting, and remember your career is more than what's on your resume.